Hello and welcome to a new spelling lesson. In today's lesson you're gonna learn how to read, spell and use words with AI, AY, with the long sound A. Also you will learn words with IGH and Y at the end of the words with the long sound I. Now please read after me. Aim, snail, gain, braid, chain. Let's read again. Aim, snail, gain, braid, chain. Now please pause the video. Practice reading the words and spelling them on your English copybook or a piece of paper. Now let's go through the word meanings. Aim as a verb means to point at something, to point a weapon at a target, to hit it. Aim. So let's repeat. To aim is to point at something. Aim also has another meaning. It means to intend to do something, to have a plan in your mind to do something. Like this example. You can ask someone, what's your aim in life? And aim here is a noun. What's your aim? What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve in your life? And here aim is used as a verb. I aim to be a writer. I aim to do something. Like I want to achieve it. I want to do it. This animal is called a snail. And it's famous to be very slow. Snail. To get is to gain. If someone is lazy, sits most of the time in front of the TV, doing nothing at all, so if someone is not active in his life, that person will gain weight, will be fat. But if you want to achieve something great, you gotta work hard. If you want to stay fit, you gotta exercise. No pain, no gain. So mainly, gain can be a noun or a verb. To gain something is to get it. The harder you work, the smarter you are, the more you gain or the more you get. This hairstyle is called braid. Braid. And this is a chain. Now let's have more words. Read please after me. Bay, ray, tray, always. So wherever we get AY, Y will be silent and A has a long sound. A. Let's read again. Bay, tray, bay, ray, tray, always. Now please pause the video, practice reading and spelling the words. Now let's have some word meanings. This is the bay. A bay is a part of the coast where the land curves in. So where the land curves in like that is called bay. And the bay water is shallow and still. Ray. A ray is a narrow beam of light. So this narrow beam of light is called ray. Each one is called ray. And all of them are rays of sunlight. let's have more words. Read it, please. Sly, shy, bright, fright, try, tray. So in all of these words up till here, you heard what sound? I, long I sound. I put a tray for you again here to compare this word with that. So when we have Y at the end of a word, we say it I. But when we have AY, we say it A. Try, tray. Now let's read the words again. Sly, shy, bright, fright, try, tray. So when Y comes at the end of a word, it has long I sound, I. Also, we have long I sound when we have IGH. Now please pause the video, practice reading and spelling the words. Now let's have some word meanings. Sly means sneaky or deceiving others in a clever way. And the best example is the fox. In fairy tales, they always tell you about a sly or sneaky fox. Sly can also be an adjective of a person. Sly, sneaky, or tricky. Shy means nervous and uncomfortable with other people. So if someone is not comfortable being around people or dealing with them, that person is shy. Bright means shining, full of light, like this, bright light, or strong in color, like these colors, bright colors. Fright is a noun. Fright means a scare or the feeling of sudden fear. So if someone has the feeling of sudden fear, that person gets a fright. Let's have some examples. You gave her such a fright, turning the lights out like that. Another one. We had an awful fright. Awful means terrible. We had an awful fright, I can tell you. But thank goodness we are safe now. So we were terrified, we were so afraid. An attempt is a try. Try can be used as a verb and as a noun. And here we're focusing on the meaning as a noun. A try is an attempt. If you try to lift up weights, you have an attempt or you have a go at it. And here, this boy is telling his dog, nice try, just trying to encourage the dog. And this is, as you know, is tray. Now let's do some exercises. Please bring your reader's notebook and open page 205. Let's read the words. Aim, snail, bay, braid, ray, always, gain, sly, chain, shy, bright, fright, tray, try. Now I want you to pause the video, read all the words by yourself, and if you find any word that you're not sure of its meaning, please replay the video from the start to remember all the meanings again. And then do this exercise. Here in this exercise, you have to sort the spelling words by the spelling patterns. So if a word has long A sound, you put it here. And if the word has long I sound, you put it here. Then you have to underline the letters in each word that stand for the long A or long I sound. So please you underline the letters that give long A sound or long I sound. Let's have some word meanings related to some exercises. This is, as you know, plate. I put the plus sign because these are extra words, not related to the main spelling words. And this is a platter. So the plate is small. It's for one person only, while the platter is big. We put inside it a lot of food for people to share. So a platter is a large plate used for serving food or a meal with one type of food. So you fill it with fruits, for example, or some salty food, some vegetables if you want. This animal is called a slug. It's similar to the snail, but it doesn't have a shell on its body. It doesn't have any shell. Repeat, please. A slug. And this hairstyle is called pigtail. So when the hair is parted into two halves and made into some style, it's called pigtail. And this is a ponytail. This one is the ponytail. And this is called leash. So what is the leash? The leash is like a rope, mainly used to tie animals like a dog. Leash. And this is a rope. Rope. And this is called harbor. Harbor. The harbor is an area of water next to the coast. This is the coastal area, and next to it you find the harbor, where ships and boats can shelter. Why do the ships and boats shelter here or stay here? Because it's shallow and still the water there does not have a strong current, so it's safe for ships to stay there. Harbor. Now let's do some easy exercises on page 211. Take your time to find it, pause the video. Now let's read the word list of the main spelling words. Aim, snail, bay, braid, ray, always, gain, sly, chain, shy, bright, fright, tray, try. Now please pause the video and practice reading the words. Now let's do the exercise. Write a spelling word that means the same as the given word. So here they give you a clue or a hint, and you gotta find a similar word to the hint from here, from the list. Give me a word similar to get. It means get. You can pause the video and get the answer after each one I read for you. Take your time. Number 2. A word that means forever. 3. A scare. 4. Sneaky. 5. Point or to point at something. To point a weapon at a certain target. 7. Shiny. If you think they are a bit hard for you, please replay the video because all of these words, all of these meanings are included in the explanation that you had before. Take your time to get the answers, then check the answers with me. Now time to check. Number 1. To get is to gain. To get is to gain. Number 2. Forever means always. 3. A scare is a fright. 4. Sneaky like a fox is sly. 5. To point at something is to aim at it. And shiny means bright. Let's move on to the second exercise. Write the spelling word that belongs in each group. So here we have similar words and we gotta find a related word from the list. Give me a word that is related to plate and a platter. 8. Give me a word related to slug and worm. This is worm, not warm. Worm, W-A, and this is worm. And the slug is similar to the snail, but it doesn't have this shell on it. Number 9. Pigtail, ponytail. Give me a hairstyle. Number 10. Quiet or timid. Timid is the opposite of brave or strong. So this means weak person, timid. 11. Give me a word related to beam and light. 12. Attempt, effort. What's related to them? 13. Rope, leash. Give me a related word. And 14. Sea, harbor. What is related to them? Name of a place. Now let's check the answers. Number 7. Plate, platter, tray. 8. Slug, worm, snail. Please repeat this again. Worm. But when it's related to temperature, we will have the word with W-A and we pronounce it warm. So we have warm means cool, with good temperature, warm weather. While this one with W-O, worm. Repeat it, please. Now number 9. Pigtail, ponytail, braid. All of them are hairstyles. 10. Quiet, timid, shy. 11. Beam, light, bright. 12. Attempt, effort, try. All of these are nouns. 13. Rope, leash, chain. 14. Sea, harbor, bay. And now let's move on to page 214. In the first exercise, proofread the paragraph. This means read and look for misspelled words to fix them. Circle the 6 misspelled words. So how many mistakes? 6. What shall you do with them? You circle them. Then write the correct spellings on the lines below. So you only circle the mistakes here and then fix them in the right order on the lines. So the first mistake goes with number 1. Second mistake goes with number 2. So do it neatly, please. Now let's read the words. Aim, snail, bay, braid, ray, always, gain, sly, chain, shy, bright, fright. Pause the video and practice reading the words, please. Now let's read this paragraph and proofread it. I am always late getting ready for school. Please circle the mistake. My mother says I am the only girl who actually does move as slowly as a snail. Circle the mistake, please. I take a long time to braid my hair, and I brush my teeth over and over until they are bright. Here there are 2 mistakes. Please circle them. Each day I aim to move more quickly, but it never quite works out. Circle the mistake, please. When I get to school, I have to explain why I'm late to my teacher. That is hard for me because I am shy. So please circle the mistake. And now let's check the circles. Here's the first mistake, second one, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Take your time to fix them. Better to fix the spelling without looking at this spelling word, because already you know the spelling. You have practiced it already. So please pause the video to fix the mistakes and write the correct spelling on the lines. Now let's check the answers. Number 1, always. 2, snail. 3, braid. 4, bright. 5, aim. 6, shy. Now let's do the second exercise. Unscramble the letters to write a spelling word. Take your time to think about them and do them carefully and correctly. And then check the answers with me. Pause the video, please. Number 7. Ray. 8. Sly. 9. Chain. 10. Gain. 11. Bay. 12. Fright. Now I'll give you some extra words related to the sentences I'm gonna read for you later. Read, please. Dart. Each one of these is a dart, and this is a dart board. It's a game that you know. Dart. And this is a stump. After they cut a tree trunk, a stump is left because it's rooted in the ground. Stump. Now let's read some sentences with the basic spelling words. Read after me, please. Aim. I took the time to aim my dart. 2. Snail. A snail moves slowly. Bay. Let's sail into that bay. Braid. My sister wears her hair into a long braid. Wears her hair means she styles her hair in a long braid. Ray. A ray of sunlight peeked through the clouds. Always. The sun always rises. Gain. How can I gain your trust? Means how can I make you trust me or feel comfortable dealing with me? Sly. The sly cat caught a mouse. Caught is the past of catch. Chain. We use the heavy chain to pull out the stump. Pulling the stump is not easy, of course, because it's deeply rooted, so they used a heavy chain to do that. Shy. My brother is shy. Bright. The sun is bright. Fright. What a fright I felt when my bike slipped on the ice. Tray. We put our snacks on the tray. Try. I will try to help you. Now that you got so many examples of these words, I'll give a challenge to my top smart students. Only the best ones will take this challenge and do it. I want you to try making sentences of each of these words. And please don't give up and tell me it's a hard task, because hey, you can do it. I trust you and I know you can. And you've done a great job so far, waiting to see your answers. Impress me and make me happy. And enjoy the rest of your day. That's it, the end.